So today I'm going to begin with showing you some pictures of some puppies. So these puppies, they look really cozy, right? They have a place to lay their head. And these, they have land to roam on. They look well fed, they're having fun. What about these?
Oh gosh.
Or these?
Aww.
We can't say the same about these, can we? So this is the horrible reality of puppy mills. By show of hands, how many of us have dogs in here or want a dog in the future? Right. So this applies to us because this is part of where we get our puppies from. So growing up, I always had puppies and dogs, and I wanted to give them the love and the care that they deserved because that's really all they want. And when I heard about puppy mills, I was devastated and just enraged that something like this exists. So puppy mills are inhumane, and stopping them could save thousands of puppies' lives. Today I'm going to persuade you to fight puppy mills by explaining what a puppy mill is, why they need to be stopped, and how we can stop them. So first you need to know what a puppy mill is. So a puppy mill is defined by the ASPCA as a large-scale dog breeding facility where profit is given priority over the well-being of the puppy. So puppy mills basically act as a mass production factory. So if you think about where we get our clothes or how our books are produced in mass all at once, this is how they do the puppies. So they range in size. They have usually from 10 all the way up to over 1,000 puppies or dogs at a time in one facility. There's an estimated 10,000 puppy mills just in the U.S. today that are still operating. And National Puppy Mill Project states that puppy mills are a multi-billion-dollar industry in the United States. But just because they have all this money does not mean that they're giving these puppies the proper care. Puppy mills must be stopped to save these puppies. They're known for their inhumane conditions, and they have conditions such as unsafe stacked wire cages and filthy surroundings, as you can see here. They're forced to stay in these cages that are barely bigger than their bodies, and they live with little to no water or food, and usually when they do, it's very contaminated by their surroundings because it's so disgusting. And some are forced inside to never see sunlight, and some are forced outside to be exposed to cold winters, blistering hot summers, and storms and things like that. Because of this, these puppies suffer injuries and illnesses such as parasites, pneumonia, and infections, and sometimes death. Not only that, these puppies are separated from their mothers too soon, so they suffer from behavioral problems like aggression and anxiety and fear of people. So we have to get something done. We have to stop these puppies from suffering every day. There are many things that we can do today. According to the Humane Society, a great way to help is to adopt rather than shop. So I know we've all heard the phrase adopt, don't shop, which would basically mean adopting from a shelter rather than a store or a pet shop. The National Puppy Mill Project states that 99% of the puppies in pet stores are from a puppy mill. And so the more we give our money to these pet stores or even online sellers, the more profit these mills make and the longer they stay open. Another thing we can do is donate. We can donate to the organizations that help directly save these puppies from puppy mills and rehabilitate them. So one would be the ASPCA. They help rehabilitate them, give them shelter and food. And another one would be the Animal Rescue Corps. They directly go and save these puppies when they have the authority or search warrant, and they get them out of the puppy mills and save them. Last but not least, we can speak up. Speaking up, educating ourselves and others will do more than you think. The less we speak, the more dogs are being treated poorly and suffering. I hope I have convinced you to fight against puppy mills today. Puppy mills are inhumane, and stopping puppy mills could save thousands. Today I have persuaded you to fight against puppy mills by explaining what a puppy mill is, why we need to stop them, and how we can help. So are we going to let these puppies suffer anymore, or are we going to do something? Thank you.
Thank you.